Hello and welcome to the 9th episode of The Word this week. On a lazy Sunday morning, a fisherman was lying on a beach with his fishing rod and nets stuck in the sand. A wealthy businessman was sauntering on the beach. Perplexed on seeing the fisherman taking things easy as it were, he advised him, "Shouldn't you be fishing instead of lying on the beach like this?" The fisherman looked up, smiled, and asked the tycoon, "What will I get if I do that?" The businessman shot back, "What do you mean? You can get a bigger catch, you can buy bigger nets, you can catch more fish." "All right, what will I get if I do that?" the fisherman asked curiously. "Oh, you can afford to buy a boat and make more money." The fisherman nonchalantly persisted, "What will I get if I do that?" "Give me a break. You don't know? You can buy a bigger boat. You can employ more people to fish for you." "Okay, what will I get if I do that?" came the stock, monotonous response. "Goodness gracious, you can own a fleet of fishing boats. You can set up a company. You can sail all over the world. And you can just let your staff catch fish for you." "What will I get if I do that?" the fisherman casually questioned the businessman, who by now was losing his cool. "Hey, when you reach that position, you will become so rich that you will never have to work again. You can keep counting your profits, sprawl on the beach, enjoy the sunrise, enjoy the sunset without a care in the world." This time, the fisherman's reply was different. In fact, it was quite a knockout punch. "What do you think I'm doing right now?" Brothers and sisters, many of us are like that businessman. We crave, we yearn for, we lose sleep over things we actually already have but don't realize it. Like good health, like a good family, like a home. We take things for granted. Remember the times when there is a power failure for a period long enough to drain out your inverter batteries and dry up the diesel for your gensets? You cannot charge your mobile phones, you cannot watch TV, you cannot switch on the geyser, you cannot even use the doorbell. That's when we value electricity. Many of us in Chennai will relate to this because this is what we all experienced during the floods in 2015. Come to think of it, friends, we feel dejected, we feel rejected when we stop being content with what we have. There is a certain serenity and comfort with status quo. But for that, we need to see, we need self-belief, we need faith, we need to rely on a higher power. God works best in weakness, which is why the Bible says, "When I am weak, then I am strong." Friends, Jesus too faced rejection. Familiarity breeds contempt, and the people he was always with, people he served, people he performed miracles for, suddenly became complacent and ungrateful and ceased to value his presence. That explains the frustration in the expression, "A prophet is not accepted in his own home." Now my mind races to a hymn we used to sing in school. "Count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done." Now there was a motivational poem in the same light that I also remember, and I leave you with those beautiful lines today. "Count your garden by the flowers, never by the leaves that fall. Count your days by sunny hours, not remembering dark clouds at all. Count your nights by stars, not shadows. Count your life by smiles, not tears. And when your life has reached its autumn, count your age by friends, not years." Brothers and sisters, our friend is our good shepherd. Even if you're the sheep that wanders away, he will bring you back. He will bring you back. Thank you for watching. If you do like this message, don't keep it to yourself. Please feel free to copy the link and share it with your family, with your friends, with your classmates or colleagues. Let good content get the traction it deserves.